when do you have time to break for yourself?
Right.
When can your nervous system simulate and really feel all the work you've been doing? That's why recovery is so important, because it's a space where it's dedicated for that. And also understand the information that's coming in. All that information, you got to sit down and chill and let it really digest.
Yeah.
Because if not, then it's just information that's passing by.
Right.
You know? So that's a part of recovery.
Yeah. It's not just like that physical recovery, right? It's like the almost like emotional, spiritual, mental recovery. That's part of that process.
Connecting to oneness.
Yeah. All right, what is going on? We are here at Stay Fit 305 at Joya Beach in Miami, Florida. We're joined today by Mr. Dr. Bobby. How we doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Over here in Joya Beach with you guys, enjoying the time. Just giving out recovery, wellness, you know, game on that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay Fit 305, obviously, ton of energy, great event across the board, right? Kind of like a big pioneer in the wellness space. We've seen how big the wellness space has boomed over the course of the last couple of years. It feels like everything post-COVID just kind of like elevated, right?
100%.
And wellness was one of those things. So I know we were talking offline, but tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, a little bit about your business.
So I'm Dr. Bobby. I own a sports recovery brand named RECVR. We have a one-stop shop for sports recovery in Midtown, and we also have an express version of it where you could go in and just get body work in an express fashion. So 20 minutes on the table, in and out, get quick education on your body, and then it's a very simulated experience from what we got in Midtown. Over the last couple years, we actually moved into more of functional nutrition, getting into meal prep.
Wow.
When we started, it was just a table, me just bringing out, going to door to door, working on people. Then we went into Boxer Gym. In Boxer Gym, that's when I first started my blueprint on RECVR, really putting into play the concept, hiring people, working as a team, getting the culture going, all that. And then years after, we moved to Midtown, as I spoke about right now. And that's where we're expanding our services, what we do culturally, like getting it more out there. And just working with high performers usually.
Awesome. And what was kind of the motivation of starting this? Like, where did you see kind of a need in the marketplace to say, hey, you know what, this is a good move for me, and this is something that I should pursue?
I've always been an athlete.
Okay.
Right? And in being an athlete, it creates like an avatar within you. And I'm not gonna say all athletes, but that grit, that want to be better. Like you see it in business. It's like the high performer, they want the best programming for themselves. They want the best product for themselves. They want to give out the best information for people. They're always putting that tension on their body, mind, and spirit, nonstop. So navigating as an athlete through that, I started to see not only is that like I'm pushing it, but like my body needs recovery.
Absolutely.
Mentally too.
Yeah.
Right? Like proper coaching, proper game, proper advice people could tell me, just words of encouragement. A lot of kids, athletes don't get that, quite frankly. And that aspect of like mind, body, and spirit around the athlete transitioned me into, listen, there's a missing need out there in the market, as far as wellness, to instill that into people, to have a space for people to release tension, not only from the athlete's perspective, but from a high performer's perspective.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about high performance, it applies to every facet of life, right? Whether it's your job, it's your wellness, your mental health, right? To operate at the highest level, you need to take care of every facet of you as a human, right? And I think that is crucial. And I think we've seen an evolution of all of this, right? It was always, your physical health was important, right? But I think there's deeper layers to that. And one of those things is obviously recovery, right? Like here we are today at this Stay Fit 305 event, right? And you got yoga going on, you got Pilates going on, you got a run going on right now, right? Like it's kind of like all these different facets of fitness, but at the end of the day, recovery is a huge part of the continuous process of keeping yourself performing at the highest level. So tell us a little bit about why recovery is so important.
Recovery is important because we go at it, like our minds is going at it all day. Every day. Like from the moment when we wake up, it's like, all right, I gotta go work out. I gotta go to work. It's always doing something. So, it's just something you don't think about a lot, and in doing that, when do you have time to break for yourself? When can your nervous system simulate and really feel all the work you've been doing? You know, that's why recovery is so important, because it's a space where it's dedicated for that.
Right.
It's dedicated
to decompress, kind of not be so in the motion, right?
In the motion, and also understand the information that's coming in. You know, stick in with, you know, all the, how do you say it? All the books you're reading, all the people that you're networking with, all those things, like all that information, you got to sit down and chill and let it really digest. Because if not, then it's just information that's passing by.
Right.
You know, so that's a part of recovery.
It's not just like that physical recovery, right? It's like the almost like emotional, spiritual, mental recovery. That's part of that process.
Connecting to oneness. You know. So then, there's that piece, and then the body, which is evident.
Absolutely.
That's what we do. You know, you're wear and tear on your body. You're in the desk for 8 to 10 hours. All these things are putting a lot of tension on your body. So it's important to give your body that break so it can function at a higher level.
So what is what should like a everyday post recovery look like? Right, you worked, you maybe got a lift in, maybe you got a run in, you got some sort of activity in, right? But you look at the traditional person, right? They probably work a 9 to 5, have a commute at some capacity, especially in a city like Miami, right? You're probably sitting in traffic for an hour or two. So what should a recovery process look like through the course of a week?
So from the physical standpoint, what I see a lot is a lot of tension on people's bodies. They're not stretching enough. They're not activating enough. What do I mean as an activating? That means that if you're sitting on a chair for 10 hours and you're not moving laterally, your glutes are turning off. What is that going to do over time? Your glutes start to turn off. What happens goes up the chain. Low back starts to weaken. Now I have back problems. Now my core is not working. It's collateral. So a lot of the things is making sure that you have an activation type of workout. And that goes under recovery. That's Pilates, that's yoga. That could be with a PT. Hey, you got to work on this and that. Right. So doing that at least once a week, activating. Second would be stretching the body, stretching the tissue, whether that's you stretching or it's someone, pushing back, pushing past the limit for you a little bit. And that itself gives the client to mobilize, right? So they don't feel tight all day. They don't feel pain, because after tightness, there's pain. So those two things are super important. Now, the third thing I would actually add in, foam rolling, getting soft tissue work, massages, doing that at least. I have a Theragun, right? So and obviously I go to recover, so I do this often, right? Like this is like an every other day thing for me to get on the table, stretch, Theragun, and do all that stuff. But for someone themselves, I would recommend getting a Theragun. Or if they don't have access to get a Theragun, they could foam roll. And then if they could take it a step higher, get a massage every 2 weeks to a month. Really, specifically working on that.
It's important, right? I could see the difference in my body where if I call it get lazy with my recovery, right? And don't do these things, right? The foam roll, the stretch, right? Then my body's sending those signals saying like, dude, you got to take care of it, right? Because if you don't, then you it becomes like a chronic issue, really, right? So it's like, it's almost a mix of doing the recovery, but also the maintenance of that recovery and the consistency, like anything, right? Whatever it is, going to the gym, right? Doing your activities, learning, right? Whatever it is, you have to be consistent, right? It's not just picking a book up once and saying I learned, right? No, it's picking up a book every single day and learning something every single day. It's the same thing when it comes to your recovery, right? Like there's got to be a process in place, and the more you can build those habits over time, it's just going to help you in the long run.
Absolutely. Even like mentally, right? Like that's the other thing. Like like I said, people come to recover wanting their bodies to be worked on, but why is your body getting there? Is there a mental shift that needs to happen? Are you missing programs? Are you missing information or game that you can apply to yourself, right? So a lot of times when I get a client and they're saying, how do I get better as far as recovery? I start to look at them from a mental perspective. Like, what are your goals at? Where's the purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it aesthetic? Is it functional?
Exactly.
Where's it coming from?
The intention behind it.
When you have someone's mind in the right place, the recovery, the fitness, everything follows right through.
Absolutely.
So I would say that's a big part of it, you know?
Absolutely. Well, the work you do is awesome, and obviously a massive need in the marketplace. And here we are at Stay Fit 305 today. I believe it's your first, right? First Stay Fit 305
First Stay
event.
Fit, yep.
So tell us what you think so far. It's still early on in the day, but what this experience is, what Stay Fit 305 means to the community.
Well, I've been watching Stay Fit 305 now for years, actually.
Okay.
Seeing the work they've done, events, how they put it together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big reason why I'm here today, is because
Absolutely.
just to see, hundreds of people coming out, doing the fitness events,
Mm-hmm.
the MCs out there, giving just that great energy out there. That's the stuff that I love.
Absolutely.
And to get the community together, to have people that have value, importance, to give more value out.
100%.
I love it, man. I love what Stay Fit 305 is doing, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, it's been great to see it. I've been to a few events as a participant. This is the first podcast on site at Stay Fit 305. So it's
no better to have you.
It's a pretty cool experience to see, right? Kind of like this holistic. You got New Balance here, right? You got Recover here. You got a bunch of vendors here. Then you got all the activities that are going out through the course of the day, right? And people are dedicating their time a Saturday morning early, right?
Early.
Sun's just coming up. And here you got already hundreds of people here committed to their craft, right? Committed to being better today. And anything that you can do from a community standpoint with the impact of just being better today, I think is always something good to align with.
100%. And to surround yourself around those people and network, it's like, that's super valuable. Because it's a fitness event. You could take it for what it is, but also you could bring home a whole different network, a whole different experience for you going forward.
With like-minded people, right? It's like,
yes.
We're all here at 7 a.m. working out, right? So we all clearly have an interest in something similar, right? Then you start to hang out, you start to connect, you start to talk, and you're like, holy cow, we're way more similar than anything.
Exactly. Let's hang out together. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's go to the gym. Yep. No, I love it. I love it.
That's awesome. Well, appreciate it, man. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yep.
And where get in contact with you.
Got you. So on Instagram, it's at RECVR. We do have 2 locations. One of them is in Midtown, 3301 Northeast 1st Ave. It's in Midtown, right across from Crema. And then we also have Recover Express in Elevation. So whenever you have time, stop by, get a workout at Elevation Fitness. We're in Midtown, and then at Elevation Limited. As you guys know, it's better recovery, better performance, best in sports. We out.
Love it. Absolutely. Yep. Well, shout out Stay Fit 305. Let's have a great day today. And Dr. Bobby, appreciate the time, man.
For sure.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yep.